Mike 3883 says, this won't be popular here, but the Wolverines winning the way they did is the best thing for the rivalry. Ohio State fans have been called annoying. The Wolverines made themselves the villain. I will segue that into, I'm tired of one-game season, so I'll say Sage, Ohio, the one-game season is over, depending on your perspective, of course. But thoughts about this somehow being, I think losing is never a good thing. But I get it. I get the point. So I don't think you're a lunatic, Mike, by any stretch. I get your point. I understand it. I just don't agree with it.
Winning the way they did as in terms of the nefarious nature or
physicality? Oh, no. You're going. Yes.
I mean,
I don't know if anybody went to, has a T-shirt that's necessarily just only about the rivalry. I only root for the rivalry. No, you root for Ohio State or you root for Michigan. So this belief of what's great for the rivalry, who blanket cares? I mean, that's not pointed toward Mike 3883 or anything like that, but you're a fan of one side or the other side. And anybody who comes in and says, well, I'm just a neutral, I'm just here for the rivalry. Sorry. I mean, your vote doesn't count. I mean, it doesn't really, that's not what rivalry is about. It's about one side or the other. So saying that I'm in favor of the 100 Years' War. No, you would be pulling for one side or the other side. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't like it. It's not a world I want to live in.
Steve, is this Steve, is this like how I only watch WWE pay-per-views? I don't watch like the weekly stuff. Like I only tune in for the big stuff. Is that Buckeye fans only tune in for the Michigan game, or Michigan fans only tune in for that? It's just like I only want the big thing. Does that make them fake ass fans? Am I a fake ass wrestling fan?
Steve's pondering.
He's not paying attention. He has no blanket idea what's going on.
He's thinking hoops.
Well, there's a lot of bad buffering going on. I can't hear.
Hotel internet.
Last minute, I heard nothing.
Maybe
it's my fault. Yeah, I don't know.
Can you see the comment on the screen? So Mike 3883, I know where he's coming from in regards to the health of the rivalry, but I'm like Kevin. Give me 2008, give me 2009, and 3 and 4 score wins that are just like, they suck. Who cares? They're just in our way. Keep going. That's fine with me. Oh, sure. Are the games more exciting? Is there more buildup when they're both 11-0? Of course, all those things. But again, give me 2008, give me 2009. Hey, 2010, I'll take it. But I did remember arriving at ESPN, and one of my first trainers was a Michigan fan, and it was right after the Jim Tressel win in 2001, and his thought was, it's good for you guys to win finally. It's good for the rivalry to win one. That doesn't really hurt us. Did he forecast the next 17 or 18 years at that point? I don't believe. But I don't believe in that, but I kind of get it. And again, I think the rivalry, to Sage's point here, or I guess the flip of his point here would be, because he's tired of one-game seasons, I just think unless you just are the ultimate Michigan hater and you're so focused on that you'd rather go 1-11 and beat Michigan than go 11-1 and go into the playoff with a Michigan loss, you're to that extreme, this game will never be the same.
Well, I will also say the one-game season thing is that's a you thing. You can either enjoy the entire season or you can enjoy one game of it. That's up to you. The broadcast is still going to be there. The coverage is still going to be there. You get as much enjoyment out of that season as you want. So that's all up to you. There's only a one-game season if you make it that way, in my opinion.
And if you feel that it's a one-game season with the Big Ten going to 18 and the conference schedule getting that much better, then to reiterate Tony's point, that's a you thing at that point. And I think we're going to see some opinions change on that once you're drawing Oregon or Washington or USC, and I'm not really ready to put UCLA in there right now because they've not been worth a damn in a long time.
Well, you guys live it every minute of every day as opposed to me. But I gotta say, exactly these these the anticipation for these Ohio State seasons is just basically circle this game and that game, and maybe we get a good non-conference game like we have at times. But basically, we got to sit through Minnesota and Michigan State and Maryland, and it's just this kind of like we're biding time to get to like 3 dates on the calendar, and I understand it. But I would like just everybody just to, it's a very short season, just embrace every week, every game for what it is. And to Kevin's point, those days are basically over. There is going to be serious competition in this league going forward, I would think.
No doubt. No doubt.
Even though the ADs at each school will try to make their schedule as easy as possible through non-conference scheduling, which is completely cowardly and against everything that they need to do, because if you do well enough in your conference, you'll be okay withstanding a loss in non-conference. But that's just me, pie in the sky.